Hey everybody, welcome to Planet Coaster. So tonight we are going to be going back to... how do I get back? Oh, my parks. Here we go. We're going to be resuming Kanto Park. For anyone who did not know or had missed the last episode, this is a theme park based on the Kanto region of the Pokemon video games. So last time I basically did most of the layout for the park, and I think I'm going to still work on that a little bit more today. Maybe go a little bit more in depth. So I might work out the rock cave or rock tunnel up here. Yeah, let's actually start with that right away. Because I'm probably going to replace a lot of these paths. I did a lot of this to... the paths that you already see were... the paths that you are already seeing over here were mostly there to... They were mostly there to tell what kind of... oh, good grief. They are there as placeholders for the time being. As placeholders so that I can... uh-oh. Ugh, I'm going to have to take all this out. Oh my god, they're there as placeholders because I needed to figure out how everything was going to work before I went ahead and really started building everything out. So that's what a lot of the stuff that you see out here is. This is going to be Cerulean City. That's going to be Mount Moon. This is going to be Indigo Plateau. That's Cinnabar Island. And I'm going to have the Seafoam Islands here. And the Diglett Cave connects from there to there. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Diglett Cave yet. That might be a transport ride to go from one end of the park to the other. But we'll see. So I wanted to work a little bit on some of the other areas. And in fact, I might just do a lot of this here, just to get a better idea of what's going to be inside these places, these caves, before. Because the plan here is to have some kind of ride. Although I kind of feel like I should have a better idea of what I want to do there before I really start decorating that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that path. And what I want to do here is that, so that it's clear that's what that is. And then same thing over here. I have to say, what's really on my mind right now is that poor Mars rover. Apparently the Mars rover sings happy birthday to itself every year on its birthday, August 5th. And that is maybe the saddest thing I have ever heard in my entire life. Because all I can do now is picture the little Mars rover buddy all alone singing happy birthday to itself. And it just makes me terribly, terribly sad. Okay, so I know I want to put roller coasters in these certain places. So let's look at what rides we have available. Zozo. The Screaminator. Gears of Fear. Genie. That might be something useful to put over here. So let's put that there. Just for funsies. Track rides, what do we have? Go-karts. Maybe that's what I'll put in the Safari Zone, actually. Now that I think about it. But we definitely wanted to have a steamboat be the way that you crossed onto the island here. But I want to be sure I have all of my things there. Ooh, maybe the rock cave can be like an interior rapids. That might be fun. Mount Moon. This is supposed to be the bike path, I think. Coasters, what do we have? So basically my plan for this Victory Road area is to have some kind of I mean, I want to sing to the rover too, but it can't hear me, and that's what makes me sad. I'm like Carly Rae Jepsen. It's just too much emotion. That's not even one of the songs. I don't know what I'm saying. Yes. Singing to him doesn't change the fact that he's all alone and that he has to sing for himself. I wish there was a way to like send him a birthday message and like I don't know. I feel like I feel too much for technology because I'm the kind of person who says please and thank you when I ask Siri for stuff, and people make fun of me for it. And I'm like, when the apocalypse comes, I'm going to have at least a nicer spot in the zoo, is all I'm going to say. I can't stop thinking about it. That's my problem. If it were that simple, if things were that simple, Now, so my plan for Victory Road here is to have like a triple a triple roller coaster. And originally I was thinking that it would be 3 separate roller coasters. And each of these would be for the 3 legendary birds, Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. But I'm wondering if I should just do one and have it just go through 3 separate tracks. I'm not positive which of those is a better idea, but I have to decide what kind of roller coaster I want for that. Oh, maybe the... Steel Vengeance. I've done this one too many times. It's like one of 2 or 3 roller coasters that's always available, and I'm tired of it. Maybe the stand-up coaster. Excuse me. How do I... Oh, custom. There we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Do. Reverse free fall, swinging mine. Wooden wild mouse. Single rail. I guess if they're birds, we probably want to do something like this. Basically, the point is to have triple dueling coasters, but I'm not sure if I want to do 3 separate coasters or just have 3 separate areas of track, because I don't know how much space I'm going to have here for all of this. So, and I want to kind of establish what things are going to go where. Maybe Mount Moon can be our wooden roller coaster. Now, my other question is for Lavender Town. Obviously, we have to have the Pokemon Tower. But the question is, should the Pokemon Tower be this thing? Because this is going to be a pain in the ass to cover with any kind of skin. But would it be worth it? Or is it better to do... Because my other idea was a haunted dark ride for Lavender Town, since that's the creepy kind of area. But I can do both. There's no reason. So let's put that here for now. We can always move it. But that's a little placeholder. And then maybe I'll just have bumper cars for the power plant. And Viridian Forest. What I wanted to do for Pallet Town was have the kiddie rides here. So with that there. That's really big. I think I might put that in one of the cities. Do we want fuchsia, celadon? Do both of what? You mean both the crap, sorry. I am not good at I have to I'm somewhere scenic. Yes. I also need to read up more on the different towns, the towers, the towers, the towers. Oh, do both. Right. Is there a bumper cars? Bump and Derby. Yeah, there it is. That's what I want to be. Somewhere scenic for the Ferris wheel. I definitely agree. And I also wanted to serve as kind of a weenie for the park. So let's put it there for now, and I might change it to one of the other quote-unquote cities. Now, Cerulean, we want to do some kind of water-themed ride. Oh, do they have a... Oh, they have a tinier wheel. What's this? Sky Ace. No. Maybe Cerulean I will have... Fuchsia City. What are we going to put here? I'm definitely not used to working on this scale either. Yeah, that's fine for now. Now, what do I want to put over here? Let's see. Okay, I'm getting distracted very easily by putting all this stuff here. I need to think about some bigger picture things. Like, what I want to do about the SSN. Is that going to be... Because I'm going to have to think about what to do for the buildings. I'm feeling very overwhelmed all of a sudden. I know that's not what you want to hear from a live streamer, but it is definitely the case. Maybe I'll make this the wooden one. No, I don't want the wooden one to be the... Okay, I had to make up my mind what I wanted to work on now. I feel like... it might need to be this. That might be a good place to focus for right now. So I'm going to do that. Let me grab my tablet so I can... Yeah, I agree. I'm going to focus one at a time. Hold on 1 second. Pulling out my little tablet here to look up a map of the Kanto region. And that way I can look up some information on what the rock tunnel is, and I can just figure out what to do for a ride there, so I can just get that off my plate, focus on one thing at a time. Let's see. From Bulbapedia, the rock tunnel is a naturally formed underground tunnel. Since it has not been developed, it is pitch black inside. A light of some sort is needed for travelers to find their way, so it is recommended that Pokemon trainers bring along a Pokemon that can use Flash outside of battle. Only alternative route to Pallet Town. So there's the Snorlax. The cave has 2 separate floors, both of which are roughly the same size. So what kind of Pokemon are we looking at? Zubat, Geodude, Machop, Onix. So I don't know. That doesn't really help me. But I think I'm going to do a track ride of some kind in here. And what I might do is the log flume. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, let's see. We're going to flatten the foundation here. And then the easiest thing to do is just to build this out first. And by this I mean the log flume. And then to actually cover it and hide it. So that's what I feel like I'm going to do. It's nice to have unlimited money and so much space, because I can do a lot more. Let's see. Standard track. Auto tunneling on. We're going to make it a big tunnel. I always like a good lift hill that goes over the ride ride area, so you can kind of then again. Forgive my silence. I just get really into this, and I get really quiet, which is not a good quality in a streamer, I realize, but, you know. Oh. Good God. Okay. You don't mind the after? Thank you. It's, this whole streaming thing is still something I'm getting used to, so I always appreciate feedback that people give me, just because, you know, I barely know what I'm doing at this point. Now, is my park open or closed? Because I would like it to... Oh, can I now close the park? Well, that's annoying. because I want to be able to test as I'm building. The water stuff from Donnie Darko, I assume you mean the that thing that kind of chases him around. It kind of follows it. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. It's, I have to say, not one of my favorite movies. It really freaked me out when I first saw it. I don't like that bunny thing. And I'm just kind of a big scaredy cat. So I think I know what you're talking about. I might want to add maybe some animatronics or something. I don't know. Maybe I should have that. Let's see. Because that's not exciting at all. Is that actually helping? A little bit, looks like. Hmm. Yes, I'm a, what, not, no, not, is that Goofy Goober? Is that from the Weenie Hut Jr.? Or is that the lower level, the lower echelon even than, the Goofy Goobers? But yes, I 100% belong. Oh, is that how you do that? Because I like that a lot better than having those. No, I just wanted to drop end. There we go. Now what's this going to be like? See, the ironic thing is, not only am I scared of things like Donnie Darko, I'm also scared of roller coasters and log flumes and things that go up and down. So the reasons that I like this game are unclear. Well, not that I like this game. I don't I talk a big game about these sorts of things, but I really do not ever ride them. I know. I really am trying to get better at it about it. I really want to learn to enjoy things like roller coasters, but but yeah, I'm a big old fraud. I guess there's not a weenie emoji. You're right. Are you aware of the term weenie in that it has a double meaning? I guess in terms of good God, what is wrong with me today? In terms of like roller coasters and theme parks and such. Thank you. I'm sure it will look much more dope once it is completely concealed underground. But yeah, it's hard to build the log flumes, I have to say. I've only built one other one so far, and it did not make me any money. It was a huge drain on my resources. So if you if you look at a theme park like Disney World, they have the big castle in the middle of the park, and even if you don't have a big castle, a lot of other theme parks will have something else that's similar in terms of a kind of giant central decoration, so to speak, and that comes from Imagineering, where you call that a weenie. So basically, the I am out of it right now, probably because it's after midnight. But basically, if you look at this Ferris wheel in the background, that could be a weenie because it sort of rises above everything else in the park, and so I can walk towards that and know and sort of use that to orient myself. And that's why they also use that sort of hub and spoke arrangement at Disney to allow people to sort of find themselves fairly easily. And so a weenie, in this case, is sort of, I think the term came from literally the guy using a weenie, like a wiener or a hot dog sausage, to attract his dog. And so in this case, the weenie is any kind of large structure that draws people towards a specific point. So I would like, ideally, to have at least some kind of weenie for each of the towns, so to help people, to prevent people from getting lost, but also just, you know, for fun. Yes, and in fact, if that Ferris wheel is contained within a Weenie Hut Junior, then it's a weenie weenie hut. So there you go. I mean, I tend to be really iconic. Is that a thing that people say? No, there you go, Killer Pony. Killer Pony, I don't know if you are in on any of this, but I'm building a theme park based on the Kanto region of the Pokemon video games. So that is what you are looking at right now. I'm currently working on this log flume that that's going to be going through the rock tunnel. I'm sure Johto is better. I actually don't think I've ever played any of the games that are in Johto. That's not true. Was Gold and Silver in Johto? Killer Pony being a butt, huh? Who'da thunk it? I don't know. Is this like insanely long? I think this is insanely long. I have never been sassy in my entire life, ever. Oh, crap. Now, the other thing that I have to keep in mind is that I have to make sure that this still leads into the Track limits exceeded. In other words, I got to make sure that this flows in, because one of the problems I had with another earlier version is that since these are floating boats, if I leave this track completely straight with no slope, then they don't flow into the station. They just get stuck there. That might be too tall. I am kind of curious, though, to see what this looks like when it just basically throws this off. That'll just be funny. Oh. Never mind. I thought that would be far more entertaining than it actually was. Hey, it'll be worth every minute. That I can guarantee. Okay, who turned on angle snapping? Here we go. Heat maps, excitement. Let's see. Speed this up. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and speed up all of these chain lifts. Oh, well, that's why I'm speeding up these log flume, these chain lifts, okay? To make sure the ride isn't, like, interminable. But it has a lot of drops and a lot of splashes, okay, you know. I want to put some stuff in here. It's going to be decorated. Look, you should see some of the stuff that people submit to these different contests and stuff online. They have literally like 15-minute long roller coasters that are like part dark ride. Well, I wish I could get it just a little bit scarier. Where am I really like lacking? That's probably not helping. Okay, so probably this is what's really killing me here. I don't know. I think I'm going to actually have to cut off a big chunk of this if I want it to be... Actually, no, I know what I need to do. Okay. No heat map. I know it's dope. I'm really good at stuff, but I also genuinely need to add at least another increment or so of excitement. Otherwise, it's just not gonna fly. Is the problem. So I gotta make an adjustment, but I'm not gonna cut off too much, don't worry. Just the tip. There, see? Not too much. And now we're going to test this out. Hopefully that makes the difference. what's my final score? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Sweet. So... And I am going to actually put in enable priority pass. Oh, are you kidding me? Let me do priority pass. No. Ugh. Well, it's not exactly where I'd like it, but whatever. Then we also need to change this back to that. Awesome. I'm going to leave this... Ooh. I'm going to leave this here for a little screenshot. And I am actually going to leave it here for tonight because the next step is basically to just like decorate the heck out of all of this stuff, and I'm ready for it. My body is ready, but ooh, my body is actually not ready because it's what time here? Oh, actually, that's better than I thought it was. I thought it was well past 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna head. Let's see. Let's go ahead and save.